Hello guys, it's Jay from the 0161, and tonight we are lucky to be joined by Nathan, Joe, Harry and Rick from the amazing 40,000 Leagues. How you doing, boys? You alright?
Hello!
Hey,
You alright, boys? How's it going? How are we all? We all good?
Good.
Decent.
You alright?
Good.
Yeah. Good, man. We've established Harry's drinking. Harry's having a drink. Good lad.
Cranberry juice.
Yeah, so we'll just start off with, if you want to answer it between you or one of you just want to answer it, just give us a bit of a brief history about 40,000 Leagues, how long you've been going and why you started.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I'm best suited.
I feel like Rick's the cartographer.
Oh, God.
So, yeah,
I guess
it all actually started with me and our old guitarist, Andy, actually, jamming out like classic songs in his in the back room of his nana's house. I used to go up there and we'd literally just like jam out songs from Avenged, like Alter Bridge, Atreyu and all, like Metallica and everyone. And then I don't know, we just kind of like really enjoyed doing it. So he knew Joe. I had no idea who this man was at this point, not a clue. All I got told was, "Oh, he's a great guitarist. You'll love him." I was like, "Okay." So Andy then invited Joe round to like basically, I think, jam with us.
Right.
And
at which point, I must say,
when did you join?
Yeah, Rick joined a few. Rick was actually before me, wasn't he? For like one day.
So I already knew Rick and Paul. I knew Paul from my first ever band, which was called Jurisdiction, when I was like 14 years old. So I knew Paul from that, and Rick I knew from playing a gig with some friends. He was the were you the bassist or guitarist at that time, Rick?
I was the guitarist of Shut Up Rick, which let's never ever mention that band again.
What a fantastic name. So yeah, I already knew him, and it was originally me, Andy, and Paul from then on. And then Rick basically, like, not to sound like you were pestering Rick, but every time I'd see him, he was like, "Oh yeah, how's things going? I hear you're doing something with Andy and Paul. If you need a bassist, let me know. I'm really up for it." And I was like, "All right, okay." Never actually seen him properly play bass, but then in the end, I just went, you know what? How bad can he be? He was good on guitar. And then he came down and like we gave him a list of songs and he just like picked them up dead quick. So I was like, oh, actually, he's quite good. And then Joe got involved through Andy, and then we were like a full band. And after many months of trying to write songs, we did. We made Never Alone and thought, wow, this is good.
No, that Never Alone's got a different side story. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So
I wrote that song as a joke. But
and then,
you know,
I really liked it. Andy actually enjoyed it, and Rick liked it, and so did Paul. So we made it a song, and it's on the EP as Joe's most hated song, I believe. I don't mind it myself. I think it's nice. So obviously throughout, we were just gigging in around Mac and did a lot of Manchester gigs from Metal to the Masses and everything throughout with Andy. Like we did the Prognosis album launch, which was just, it's up there with my favourite gigs, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's like when we proper met you lot, really.
Yeah, I think
so. Like we met you at Metal to the Masses, but like we didn't speak much. Like we met in the toilets because I was offering you beard oil.
That's it. That's what I always remember. Yeah.
That is a normal thing
I've
to
had
do.
a scenario like that with Nathan in the bathrooms as well.
There's a theme here.
Sorry to say, Harry, I don't remember you. I can't remember them all, guys. You know how many people I offer beard oil. So yeah, obviously we went through, and Andy then just kind of like, he didn't lose his love for it, but it wasn't going to work for him anymore. He was moving away. And it was no feasible way.
He was going through loads of his own stuff, wasn't he? He was just trying to.
Yeah, he had a lot
figure
going
out
on.
Path.
Yeah, he wanted to go down. Down south.
Yeah. So he did that, and then Harry had been a fan of us for like ages. I'd known Harry as well from my first ever band. Like we played a gig together as well, and I saw him there on stage in this band wearing Steel Panther like leopard leggings.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, if this guy's not a good guitar player, I'm going to be really sad. And then he was literally shredding solos and everything. And I was like, oh my God, he's one of the most incredible guitarists I've ever seen. And I was 50 at the time. And I was like, oh my God, insane. He can play these songs. So yeah, like obviously Andy had said to us, it's not going to work. He needs to leave. And like, as bad as it is, immediately I went, right, I know who to get in. I know straight away who I want. And then I said to Harry, look, I know you got a lot going on, but if you wanted to maybe do a few gigs with us that we got coming up, and he just like bit my hand off, and then
I was so stoked. I was well
stoked. Learned everything so quickly, and then we just like originally it was meant to be temporary, and we all just went, no.
Give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks to learn 45 minutes set.
we were like, yeah, we need to keep him. So yeah, obviously we just carried on from that, and now here we are with this current lineup.
Yeah. So what I know it differ for all of you, but what would you say is your favourite gig that you played so far?
Oh shit.
Language, Harry. It's not past the watershed.
I think for me it's got to be. Oh, go on.
No, go on.
Oh, it's got to be Metal to the Masses Final 2019. That was just an insanely fun gig to do, and just a great day in general.
I don't think we'll ever play a better afternoon gig at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Just to summarise, you were all there. And this is probably going to sound big-headed, but I got everyone to sit on the ground on the afternoon on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And Rebellion was packed out, and I got everyone to sit on the floor with me. For me, that was one of the greatest moments of my musical career, shall we say.
Yeah.
Like, that for me was... I think I genuinely weed myself because I was that excited when it happened. I was like, oh my God, I didn't expect anyone to sit down. That was just a thing I was going to do.
Yeah.
And people started sitting down, and I was like, I didn't know they were going to do that. I didn't really want them to do that, but they've done it now. Yeah. So that is now obviously now that's become an ongoing thing, and we can never stop playing From the Sky now because everyone wants story time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Harry, what was your favourite gig?
Probably like Budgetfest. That was insane, man. It was just mental. Like the whole setup and the stage, and the photo barrier and having the photographers run around in front of you and stuff. And it was just a whole other level of. Because I mean, like I've been to festivals and stuff, and I'd heard about it anyway because I didn't know anything about it. I just heard stories. And then, John Badger just sort of went out and smashed out of the park, didn't he?
Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah, Budgetfest is amazing. I mean, the lineup as well. We've seen it grow. We've all seen it grow, haven't we, from, 2017 and on to what it is now.
As soon as I saw Betrayal were on the second day, I was like, and Calvin was like, oh yeah, we're opening the second day. I was like, Calvin, we're opening the first day. Like, we had me and Calvin were just like
I bet you were like,
little school kids. We were just like, oh my God. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that, but we were literally just like little school kids, really excited. But yeah, gig wise for me, I always swapped between 3. One I mentioned before was the Prognosis album launch.
Oh, that was
because that was. I think that's what took us to. It took us to a different level. Not like I'm not saying we're next level, but that gig was like
from a fan perspective.
This is what it's like to do epic gigs.
Yeah.
Like this is it. And then obviously, we do our set. You guys are there, and a hell of a lot more people, and we just received such a good response. I just absolutely love that gig. And then Prognosis came on, and I was like, holy mother of God, these guys have blown my mind. So not even just playing it, like watching the gig as well was just something else entirely. And from then we've from an audience perspective. Oh yeah, you
Sorry.
were there for that one, weren't you, Harry?
Well, yeah. I wasn't in the band then. I was still just a fan. So from an audience perspective, you did see that, you know, after that gig, you started doing more reputable stuff. You know, bigger events and well, yeah. You know, I mean, it was exciting.
Yeah, from that, like, Prognosis have always been really, really nice to us as well. Like, we've got such a good friendship and relationship with them. Like, they invited us into their Brunswick Mill room now. We share a room with them. Like, we have a group chat that is just full of banter and Star Wars memes. So, you know, we've got a really good relationship. And then, again, Metal to the Masses, like Rick said, not just from the perspective of playing the show. Like, that was when I first met Ryan from Clash Mute, and we just got on so well. You know, we became really good friends from that. So, yeah. And then I feel like number one for me is it swaps, but Budgetfest is on there 100%.
Yeah.
Like, Badger again is someone who's always been, he's always loved us for some reason. He's always been so like great with us. He got us on Budgetfest. He did Drum and Up Change with us. Yeah. And, like, when we were practicing, we had so much fun. And obviously, me personally doing like other things with him, like bits of Badger and the Mushrooms when I go to practice, just run through some stuff for fun. So, you know, that gig was just incredible, and it ran so well. And obviously Robbo, who was a stagehand, I've known him for years already, so that was exciting. And again, like I said, Calvin opening the next day. You know, so for me, them 3 gigs always swap between which one I liked most. It just changes on the daily because they were all just so incredible. So we're really lucky to have been able to play them, and hopefully we have more like that in the future when all this nonsense goes away.
Absolutely. What, you know, if you look at, I mean, I know you guys have played outside of Manchester, but do you think Manchester's got like a special scene? Has it got like, it's like a family?
Yeah, well, that's it. Like I said, from the gigs we played, it's not just the gigs, like playing the gigs that we love. It's the friendships we make. Like, you know, we've not even played a gig with Solar Shift yet, but me and Ben are already, you know, like that. Ryan and Calvin, obviously, Prognosis, just people like that. Like, you know, we like to think like we quite got on with everyone, like Storm Rider, who've obviously now changed their name, but God, the list goes on of bands who.
It's not an inclusive community, you know. Everybody helps one another out. At the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing. We're all writing music we love from genres we love, and if any of us want to do well with that, we all have to support one another. And we all have to appreciate the work that we do, and help one another and stuff like that. You know, that's the thing about art. You know, it brings people together.
That's not to say like far away gigs we play them and we're like, oh, we don't make friends. Like, you know, we played Newcastle with Mark from Rock the Foundry and Ramage Inc. were on, and we got on with them really well. You know, it's I think
because whilst we're not heavily present in communities,
well, we played with them on. It was Glastonbury, I think it was. I think, was it Hollow Storm? They are now. They were on after us, and obviously they're quite local, so we knew them. But that was like the first time we kind of met them as well. So, but in terms of Manchester, it is just one big community of, you know, bands who just really get on with each other.
Artists,
and we're all in it for the same thing. We all help each other out. There we go. It's just like a little family. And obviously you, Jane, and Gary and Badger and everyone are like a huge part of that. Like, obviously you started the page, the 0161 and whatnot. So yeah, it just shows that it is just one big musical family.
But the thing is, from starting the 0161 page, we found that, you know, it's a good way of you know, letting bands connect with people as well. You know, because the thing about the underground is what a lot of people like me and Jane, everyone, Gary, like say Gary, what we love is the fact that we can come to a gig and we can talk to you. We can have your beer with you. We can, you know, there's no sort of like,
oil in toilets.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no wall. is
Yeah.
there? There's no bullshit. Sorry, Blackridge.
No, you
It's
can swear. You can swear. It's all right.
oh, cool, right, cool. Good. It's my default. So that's
Yeah,
good.
no, it's all right.
No,
You're
well,
nice
yeah.
people.
There's no bullshit. You know,
No.
it's just connectivity,
Yeah.
and there's no place, there's no room for ego. It's not about that. It's about just being down to earth, getting to know one another.
Yeah.
Sharing your influences and experiences.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone with an ego. I haven't seen anyone with an ego on the scene at all. Like literally, no one's cocky, arrogant.
Oh, you don't know behind closed doors, James.
Well. I mean, I know you are, Nathan, but I mean, the rest of the lads are all right. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Bit of a dick, aren't I? Let's be honest. Yeah. Everyone knows we're all humbled by the fact that the best band in Manchester is Thrush.
Exactly.
So,
Headlining Budgetfest.
we all know it.
Exactly.
We all know it.
I
Exactly.
don't understand the concept of this. Is it just an imaginary thing, or is there an actual band?
It will actually. I mean, we started during the first lockdown, and it was a really weird idea between me, Ben Mallinson. I don't know if you know Ben. A guy called AJ has long dreadlocks. He's a drummer.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? We're going to start like a really old person slam band because just like we're just going to get up and we're just going to scream badly and just fucking mess about. Well, not mess about, but
just have fun.
Yeah, it's like just have a laugh. You know what I mean? It's like even if nobody will put us on, I'll just put ourselves on. I'll just fuck it.
I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to see you on stage just screaming into it.
Can't wait.
It's what I normally do. I mean, let's face it, that's what I normally do anyway. And when I'm comparing, I'm normally just screaming on or shouting abuse at you, like, that's just a standard.
We did have,
shit. The shit event sevenfold always comes out. That always comes out with things.
I should have got my bandana and aviators.
Oh, mate, you got to get it.
Not a 40k gig without that insult.
Exactly. You got Nathan. You expect me to shout it, so. People do look at me though.
It's not even an insult anymore, is it? It's just an objective statement.
Exactly, but people do look though because obviously some people are in on the joke. So
I've noticed that.
They look at me like, "Why are you shouting at them?"
He's joking.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I don't even know how we came up with that. We just decided that.
Neither do I.
That we are the shit Avenged Sevenfold, and that is what you shout whenever we play now, and
it sticks.
It's great.
It is. You're a shit shadows.
Not wrong.
You're a shit shadows. Well,
I am.
That's it.
100%.
It's just a view.
100%.
So we're obviously
shadows, but not good.
Exactly. With the lockdown and all that. How many? What gigs have you had cancelled? Have you had quite a lot of gigs cancelled?
Everything.
Wouldn't Rick know the most about this because he's the only person who knows what gigs are. So
we had a big year.
We've had about 12 cancelled. Some have been pushed back to next year, but most were just cancelled outright. And the ones that got pushed back are probably being pushed back again. So it's not ideal, but it's the hand we've been dealt, unfortunately.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on stuff like? I mean, we've done a few, to be fair, like social distance gigs and the live streams. Is that something you guys? I know, obviously, I've asked you, and it's not been right.
So basically, at the minute,
we have a lot of logistical issues, don't we? Because I live in Congleton, which it's not miles away from Manchester, but I don't drive.
Yeah.
And Rick coming to get me is an issue, and it's all of that. So it's more like the logistical side of it at the moment. Until
it's not that we don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just we
Well, I mean, there's a bit of give and take with whether we don't want to do it or not. Because I mean, me personally, I have a compromised immune system, so I'm putting myself in a lot of risk to do that. Having said that, though, you could do a 40k gig fan without a room guitarist, so I wouldn't give a shit anyway.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say it is. I understand because obviously people have bad health or something, so obviously it's risking it is, I'm
also coming back from a hospital every day, which doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously, sorry, go on.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, it's like we were going to start recording and just before the new lockdown happened, because you were allowed to do it in houses.
Yeah.
But now you're not.
Joe was built his own studio in his house.
Right.
So
that's all right. Yeah. Have you got all
we can't use
have you got proper camera set up and that? Have you got all the proper cameras and?
Oh no, it was just for recording.
Oh right, I see. All right, so not filming.
Like,
okay.
Audio recording.
Yeah. I mean, we have noticed though with some of the live streams. I mean, we do them from obviously Red Wall, so they're all kitted out. But some bands try and do it from their own house with using a phone, and the sound is fucking. The sound is horrendous. It's like the picture quality might be all right, but the sound it's just like noise.
Yeah,
there's nothing there. Is
distortion.
Yeah. So obviously, just to round it up, guys. Just give people a bit of a teaser. Are you working on anything? Are you looking to release stuff?
Well, that smile.
I've just like
no.
I've literally just received a message now confirming that sometime in the next few weeks we might have something.
Oh.
I'm sure people have seen maybe on our own social pages that we've been out in forests for a few weeks filming something.
That's not dogging. Not dogging them. No.
You have to find out.
I'm not on about our films, James.
All right.
Our films different.
That was different.
Yes, that was strictly professional.
It started off professional.
Yeah. So
I think I'm dreading this video because I've not seen anything.
It's going to be great. Honestly, it's going to be so good.
Joe's just kind of said
so
it.
Different.
Yeah, we've been working on a video, but again with a travel issue. Joe's not been able to be in it, and neither has Paul. But there are
what is
Easter eggs
included.
There is a music video with no music to go to it.
Right.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So we filmed the video.
Sounds different.
We filmed the video with the expectation of we can go and record this next week.
Yeah.
And then Boris Johnson's come along and go, no, you must stay in your home.
Yeah.
So we can't actually, we couldn't record yet.
Right.
So I'm like, well, we've got the video edited to the demo track. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to release that. So if you keep your eye out at the start of February, there might be some posts going up on the 40k page of progress of something, and it's about damn time, really.
Yeah.
I must say. But yeah, just on that note, I want to also say, like, everyone who has, stuck by us. I know it's taken a while for us to actually get new stuff done.
There's reasons for it.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons, but we appreciate everyone sticking by us, and we've got to this point now where we're like, the new stuff we're doing, I've personally gone to myself, right, this weight needs to be worth it, so this stuff needs to hit.
Yeah.
So, in the next few weeks, you might get a taste of that.
A bit of a teaser, yeah. So everyone, make sure you keep checking out 40k socials. All right, guys.
Well, make sure you know your horror movie rules. Make sure you know the horror movie rules.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well, Nathan, Joe, Ari, and Rick, thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.
Hopefully, we'll see you in person very soon.
That's bloody hell, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Cheers,
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
No.